Picking 10 excellent episodes from the 7 seasons of Star Trek The Next Generation is child's play, with entries like The Best of Both Worlds, The Inner Light, and All Good Things topping the list. That's why we're not going in that direction. Instead, we'll be selecting the 10 best episodes from the show's 2 worst seasons. To qualify, the episodes must be part of either Season 1 or 2, which are widely considered to be the worst of the series. Let's get started. Number 10, Where Silence Has Lease.
Shields up. Go to red alert.
Fire torpedoes.
A surprise attack hurls the Enterprise into a mysterious void.
The sensors show nothing out there.
But a sinister alien traps the crew in a deadly experiment.
We will fight you.
It's a desperate battle for survival.
Initiate auto-destruct sequence.
Aside from being a solid commentary on the human condition, this episode features an excellent bonding moment between Riker and Worf. Number 9, Elementary Dear Data.
I accept your challenge, Doctor.
I wouldn't miss it.
Dr. Pulaski challenges Data to solve the Sherlock Holmes mystery in the holodeck.
There is your killer.
Seize her!
But the evil Moriarty seizes the ship's computer.
The time for games is over.
In a ruthless plot to sabotage the Enterprise.
By challenging Data, Dr. Pulaski is indirectly responsible for Moriarty's existence, and Picard wrestles with the big question of what makes a life form truly alive. Number 8, The Emissary.
Lieutenant Worf is reunited with his lost love.
I've never had such strong feelings toward anyone.
2 brave warriors test the courage of their private passions.
We are mated.
I am not going to become your wife!
Now, they must join forces to prevent a Klingon attack.
Drop your shield.
This is an insightful character piece for Worf, dealing with heritage and race, and it introduces the first Klingon-human hybrid. Number 7, Time Squared.
Captain Picard's identical twin from the future traps the Enterprise in a deadly time warp.
The Enterprise was destroyed 3 hours, 19 minutes from now.
We can't escape. We can't go forward. No.
Now, can they stop their own destruction?
I can't hold it any longer.
It's a desperate fight to escape total annihilation.
This episode offers an interesting take on time travel, and even Picard himself comes to grips with the fact that if you travel far enough, you will eventually meet yourself. Number 6, Heart of Glory.
Come on, let's go!
The crew rescues Klingon fugitives from a war-torn ship.
Captain wants those 2 taken into custody.
But these warriors have deadly motives.
Join us.
Now, a sinister plot puts Worf's loyalties to the test.
He has a phaser aimed directly at the dilithium crystal chamber.
Brother, we have a chance!
Another Worf-centric story about 3 Klingons unable to live in a civilized world where human values are corrupting the Klingon Empire, which puts Worf in a position where he has to choose between his heritage and his duty to Starfleet. Number 5, Data Lore.
Can this be another me?
The discovery of Data's perfect android double
How much can you trust Data now?
leads to a deadly game of who's who.
He's been hurt.
This is very serious.
Now, Data's evil twin plots to destroy the crew
Back off. Go!
with the help of a lethal life force.
Let's face it, this is an evil twin story straight out of the soap operas, but it does give Brent Spiner the opportunity to stretch his acting chops, as well as having Data face the possibility that he isn't as unique as he thinks he is. Number 4, A Matter of Honor.
I've been assigned to serve this ship and to obey your orders.
Commander Riker joins the Klingons and is faced with a deadly decision.
I intend to attack the Enterprise and destroy it.
He must battle his own crew to survive.
I order you to lower your shields and surrender.
Prepare to attack!
This is a cultural exchange episode that attempts to break the notion that Klingons are nothing more than the communists of space. Through Riker, we get to see that despite cultural differences, we're all more alike than we are different. Before we continue with our list, let's take a look at a couple of honorable mentions. The Big Goodbye.
Ready for San Francisco, Mr. Whalen?
Captain Picard visits the holodeck for an adventure to the past.
Something's gone wrong.
Everyone inside could vanish.
A mysterious malfunction threatens their journey,
This is not a game. Give me the gun.
trapping them in a real-life murder mystery.
Shall I kill him? No. Kill the woman.
This is the first of what would later be known as the holodeck episodes, and while the story is pedestrian, I really enjoyed how Beverly Crusher threw herself into the experience of a fantasy world. The Icarus Factor.
Today, I am a warrior. Lieutenant Worf takes part in a savage Klingon ritual. Commander Riker faces a vicious feud with his father.
We could clear the air once and for all. You're on.
Each one confronts a do-or-die test of courage.
This fight is all we have left.
Everyone has parental issues and Riker is no exception. Riker's father has a well-established reputation, but he's afraid his son might surpass him, so they slug out their weird Oedipal dysfunction through a futuristic Japanese martial arts sparring session. Oh yeah, and Worf goes through a rite of ascension. Number 3, Conspiracy.
Don't trust anyone. Remember that, Jean-Luc.
Sabotage strikes the highest ranks of the Starfleet Command.
Riker to security. Emergency.
And threatens the future of the entire Federation.
What is that?
But do evil parasites hold the key to this deadly conspiracy?
You'll be one of us soon.
The goriest of all the episodes in the series, and the one closely resembling the science fiction stories of the Cold War era. The atmosphere from the onset is unnerving and uncomfortable, as the crew of the Enterprise has to face the fact that there's a cancer growing within the ranks of Starfleet which could lead to subversion inside the Federation. Number 2, Measure of a Man.
It's unjustified, it's unfair. He has rights.
A Starfleet experiment threatens to dismantle data for android research.
And what's at stake?
My very life.
Now, Captain Picard is Data's last hope for survival.
What is he? A machine.
And now a man will shut it off.
Objection.
This is what Star Trek is meant to be. In another attempt to define what being alive truly means, Starfleet is forced to examine whether Data is a sentient being or merely a machine that the Enterprise crew has anthropomorphized, assigning emotions and responses that he may not actually possess. Number 1, Q Who.
The evil Q returns.
What do you want, Q? My purpose is to join you.
No. And Picard faces Q's wrath when the Enterprise is hurled into a living nightmare.
We have an intruder.
Now the crew is helpless against an invincible race of alien killing machines.
You can't outrun them. You can't destroy them.
The one thing you don't do when encountering a Q is to state that you're capable of handling any situation you come across. It'll only irk Q into providing you with a fitting reminder that you're still amateurs when it comes to space exploration. It's the first appearance of the Borg, how could it not be number 1? You will no doubt disagree with this list and the order in which your favorite episodes appear, so let us know in the comments which episodes we left off the list and which would be your number 1 choice. Cheers for watching, and if this video triggered a bit of nostalgia in you, why not give it a thumbs up? And if you absolutely hated the video, why not be the bigger person and give it a thumbs up anyway and prove naysayers wrong by teaching us a lesson in the kindness of internet strangers.